Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and a very good day to my panels. I am NADIAH BT ZOLKEFLEE from FPKMP and class BMMP. Well, in this video, I would like to present about my Bachelor Degree Project 1 with title Design and Development of Air Fresheners Casing by using Kansei Engineering. First of all, I would like to introduce my supervisor, which is Technologist Dr. Kamarul bin Amir Muhammad. In this slide shows the agenda for this presentation. First of all, I will start the presentation with introduction of this project, then literature review, third is methodology, and followed by preliminary findings, and I will end this presentation with conclusion of this project. Okay, let's get started the presentation. Did you know that the most of design concept in the market nowadays are from designers' idea only, but sometimes it opposite with customers' interpretation of design concept. So in this project, I would like to propose a new design of air fresheners casing that meets users' demand or users' emotions demand by using a Kansei Engineering method. Okay, what is Kansei Engineering? This is the one of the method that used to evaluate emotions, feelings, and impression of customer about a product. When you want to purchase something or to buy a product, first of all, what do you feel about the product? Then only you can buy it. So the outcome of this project is a new design of casing air fresheners that fulfills the psychological demand of customers. Okay, now let's move to the problem statement. I have 3 points in my problem statement, which is the first one is the design of air freshener that available in the market nowadays does not have attractive design. The second point is in Malaysia, the application of Kansei Engineering as a product development technique are not really popular. Thirdly is users need a new design that fit with a decoration. I have 3 objectives to be achieved at the end of this project. The first one is to study on Kansei Engineering and its application toward design on a product. Second is to analyze the data from Kansei survey that relevant to product design element. The third one is to develop a design of air fresheners casing using Kansei Engineering method. Okay, now we move to the scope of the project. First of all is Kansei analysis. Number one, the collecting product sample. We use internet platform as well as the online shopping platform to collect all the product sample of air freshener casing. Second is I do a survey of the product selection by using a Google platform, which is they have no limits of respondent. Third is after we have result from product selection, we do a survey of product sentiment. It also use a Google form platform. And then after that, I using a mini tab to analyze the data from the product sentiment results. After that, in the designing part, I use a SolidWorks to do a 3 modeling for the final results that have been selected regarding to the sentiment product survey. Okay, now we move to the literature review. As you can see in the table, shows the summary from my studies about Kansei Engineering. Kansei Engineering does not have a specific method to getting data as well as to analyze the data. It can use any method as long as you can get the data and also analyze the data. As an example, The first row is about development of customer-oriented product design by using Kansei Engineering, and the product is ceramic souvenir. Okay, the method that they used is getting customers' opinion first by answering questionnaire without limitation. That means they have no limit for respondent to answering the survey. Okay, the data analysis they used is they are using PSS 19 software, and also by using a conjoint analysis to determine a relationship between concept and design element. Okay, as a result, the product that they produce from the data analysis is a ceramic drinking mug, which is also have a feature that have selected by customers' opinion. Okay, the second is evaluation of assistive mobility product for Japanese elderly by using Kansei sheet. Kansei sheet is the one of method to getting data about users' opinion or users' emotion by tick on the Kansei sheet. Kansei sheet method need to do in interviewing the respondent. It only use 3 respondent, as well as read the body language and also tick the reaction of the respondent. The data analysis used by evaluating from interview and also the result of the body language. Okay, now we move to the methodology part. As you can see in the slides, it shows the flow chart from I'm starting the studies until the end. They have 3 phases, which is phase 1 related to the objective 1 to be achieved, phase 2 related to objective 2, as well as phase 3 is related to objective 3. Okay, the first phase is about to study and do a research about Kansei Engineering, and also do a product selection, which is air fresheners casing, and then getting a product sample to determine the future of feature of product. Okay, next after that we move to phase 2. First thing first we do in phase 2 is collect the customers selection survey or product selection survey. And then we move to sample analysis. After we getting the data from the first survey, we move to sentiment survey, which is in sentiment survey we getting more specific about emotion from the respondent about a product. After that, we do a sentiment analysis evaluation by using a mini tab, and then after we getting result from the evaluation, the second evaluation, we get into a phase 3, which is a product development process. In this phase, first thing first, we do a sketching new model from the data that have been evaluated, and then after we finish this server sketching, we do a generating product design, and then after that we select a good sketching or good 3D modeling product design to do a acceptance survey that given to public for selecting a good design for a new product design of air fresheners casing. After that, we do a prototype. Okay, in this slide shows the flow of phase 1 work. Okay, in this part, I would like to show the product sample, which is I have 12 product samples, and also I collected 12 Kansei word, and I also classify the element of product, which is 3 element of product: color, shape, and pattern. This element may affect the emotional of customers to buy a product. Okay, now we move to phase 2. This is the first survey that I have been done, which is the product selection survey. The first one, as you can see, is the demography part. I am asking about the gender, the age, and as well as the race. For product selection part, this is the 3 example of the question. The first one is I asking the respondent about the air freshener that they are preferred, the color that they are preferred, and lastly is the pattern that's suitable for the air freshener. This purpose of the survey is to small the scope for easiest to do a studies about Kansei Engineering. Okay, this is work frame for phase 3. The first we start with house of quality. Um, this is used to small the scope from the sentiment survey in the phase 2, as well as morphological part to do a concept, to getting a concept for air freshener that we want to design. And then we do a sketching model, and then we construct a survey validation for the respondent to select the best new design about the air freshener casing. After that, we do a prototyping. Okay, this part show preliminary findings about product selection survey. The respondent for this survey is 50 people. The graph shows the air fresheners product selection, which is the product B is higher than other product. As you can see the picture, product B, it's look very attractive compared to the next product, which is product D. Next is the data for color selection as well as shape selection. This is the example of draft for sentiment survey. The product in sentiment survey is selected by the highest score from the product selection survey. Okay, as you can see, the first example for the product survey, I have been shows 8 Kansei word that represent the emotion or the feelings towards the product. Respondents need to rate from 1 to 5, which is 1 is certainly not related to the Kansei word, and 5 is very much related to the Kansei word. As a conclusion, I would like to bring back my 3 objectives, which is the first one I already achieved, about study on Kansei Engineering and its application toward design on product in my literature review study. Okay, for the second objective, I already 40% done, because the next survey about sentiment of product, I did not yet distribute to the respondent, as well as the third objective, which is these 2 objectives. I will complete it during my second PSM project. Okay, I think that's all from me. Thank you.